Hello everyone, it's Joseph Jr. and welcome to Huffman's House of Horrors. And today we do our final creepypasta reading. A Thomas Fred's creepypasta, The Accident of Engine 96. Also, I made a mistake on one of my Thomas Reboot characters. Apparently, it's based in more like the Railway series, because that has a very strong continuity both in it and out. And Toby didn't arrive till later, so I'm replacing him with Winston. Edward and Albert worked on the Furness Railway together as friends. Also, Edward's build date was changed to 1872 as a prototype for his engine class. Same for Toby, who was born in 1979 as a prototype for his class. And Thomas didn't arrive until before the events of Thomas the Tank Engine, the second book in the Railway series. But enough of that. Let's get to the creepypasta reading. The Accident for Engine 96. I'm a huge fan of Thomas the Tank Engine Friends since I was little, and I still do to this day. I still love it after what happened recently. And it turns out Season 2 was meant to have 30 episodes. One day, in the first day of summer vacation, me and my parents decided to go to Goodwill to buy some VHS tapes. I was looking at VHS tapes when something caught my eye. It was a Thomas VHS named Edward's Exploit. It was a Thomas VHS that I was never seen or heard of in years. I wanted to look at who narrated the stories. It was Ringo Starr. And wanted to hear the differences in Ringo Starr US narrations of episodes never heard. Then I looked at the stories. Edward's Exploit, Daisy, Percy's Predicament, Bertie's Chase, Dawn and Douglas' Deputation, The Diseasel, Wrong Road, Whistles and Sneezes, and Percy and the Signal. Those were all the episodes in the first two seasons. Ringo Starr didn't re-narrate for the American audience. And the only US version out there is the George Carlin ones. But there's also an episode I never heard of before. It's called The Accident for Engine 96. I also looked at this distributor. It was Anchor Bay Entertainment. And the cover is in the style of Thomas and his friends get along, Thomas comes to breakfast, and a big day for Thomas. Me and my family got this tape along with records from Wagwa, the Siamese Chinese cat tapes, Barney's musical scrapbook, Beauty and the Beast, and Toy Story. When I got home, I went upstairs and put in the Edward's Exploit VHS tape to press play, and everything felt normal. And for the first time ever, I got to hear Ringo Starr say Sir Tom Hack, conductor, freight cars, and US lines set in the said episodes. And we get to the last episode, The Accident for Engine 96. When the episode began, Ringo Starr started narrating. One morning, Bill and Ben are at the harbor, talking about something. "I just heard something," said Bill. "What is it?" said Ben. "A whistle from last night. I think it's a ghost." Ben scoffed. "There's no such thing as ghosts. After all, they're all make-believe." Just then, Edward arrived with his freight train. "What's this all about?" he asked. "I just heard a whistle from last night," said Bill. "It's echo-like." "You mean the whistle from an engine that had a really nasty accident?" asked Edward. "Who?" asked the twins. "Is he?" 96, replied Edward. "He's a tender engine with no name, just a number." He came in for a while before Percy came. He was playing blue like me, Thomas, and Gordon. He was arrogant, rude, and greedy. "It's my turn now," he told me. "Wait, what?" Flashback starts. I tried to explain to him he shall take care slowly with his trains, but he took no notice. "I'm a unique engine," snarled 96. "I shall never go slow. I can always go fast whenever I want." "Well, Sir Tom wants us to be careful," I said, "'cause you'll end up in an accident." "Pooh!" snorted 96, and snorted off, leaving me very annoyed and cross. One day I was resting at Kronk Station when 96 arrived. He was to take a mixed freight train to the harbor. He backed onto the train. "You better go slowly," I warned. "I'm a strong engine," snapped 96. "We strong engines don't have to take any advice from you." "Like I said before," I warned. "Because you aren't careful, you end up in an accident." "I don't care what you say," snapped 96. "I never had an accident. Don't argue with me, I snapped back. You better listen to me. But 96 didn't listen. It steamed out of the station and onto the open line. I had a deep feeling this would be the last time he'd see 96 in one piece. Further down the line, 96 wouldn't stop showing off. "Oh, I could show Edward that going very fast doesn't get me in a crash," he said to himself. "No, you can't," said the driver. "You'll get yourself in a horrible situation." But 96 didn't care. He was too busy thinking about what he would say to me when I met him again. He didn't notice that there was subsidence on the track caused by a thaw of frost on the rails, till it was far too late. He was mounting on the rails. His piston lifted clear of the rail and his brakes fell out. It was now a dangerous runaway. "Oh no!" he cried. "My brakes are going! Help! Help!" I was right. 96 was gonna have an accident. He couldn't stop. The level crossing was ahead of 96. A car was racing past. 96 crashed through the gates and smashed into the car. The car tumbled off the road into a ditch. Crashed into a ditch. To make matters worse, there was a bend up right ahead, leading to a field. "Horrors!" cried 96. He raced off the tracks and landed into the field. As he kept rolling along, he left his tender laying on its side, and freight cars derailed and some smashed to bits. "Now it's worse! I'm off the rails!" screamed 96. He was heading towards the gate, towards a fence, which led down to the cliffside beside the line. Crash! Smash! 96 had fallen over the hillside and hit the bomb beside the lines. He wasn't hurt, but he was a terrible wreck. Wait, but if he's a terrible wreck, how would he be hurt? Could he not be hurt? His boiler had been torn, his funnel was cracked, his cap was mangled, and his 6 wheels were broken. "Ouch!" he moaned. The driver and fireman jumped clear and went for help. Soon Thomas and I arrived with the breakdown train to clear the mess. On board me was Sir Tom had. 96 was destroyed beyond repair, and we can't afford to repair him. She'll have to go to the back of the shed. I tried to warn him, but he didn't listen. I said mournfully to Thomas. Flashback ends. "What happened?" asked Bellman. "Well, as time went on, poor 96 got smaller and smaller till there was nothing left. And what happened to this incredible streak engine, pray tell?" Our drivers used 96 parts to repair us. Yeah, what a way to go. Crashing and being cannibalized for spare parts. Man, that's a way to go. Bill and Ben stayed silent just as Day and Eber went back to work. "Well, I don't want to tell you anymore, but I think there'll be another story the twins want to hear in another day or so, don't you?" After the episode ended, we go straight to the credits from Daisy and other Thomas stories, now known as Percy Takes the Plunge and other Thomas stories. I decided to contact with Britt Allcroft about the episode, dear without name. "We're surprised you came across this tape, and it has the episode you've never seen or heard before. The Accident for Engine 96. It was meant to be the 26th episode of Season 2, along as Thomas and the Hurricane, Old Groaner, Gorn Stormaway as the 27th to 29th episodes of the season, with Thomas and the Missing Christmas Tree as the 30th episode, but they were dropped after the production, leaving Thomas and the Missing Christmas Tree as the 26th episode of the season 2. Yours truly, Britt Allcroft." Okay, that makes sense. So that's what the origin of Season 2 is. Going to have 30 episodes. And that's just how it ends. Oh, the story was pretty nice. When comment by Thomas Bobo says, "Excuse me, is this a reenactment of the Railway Series episode Bad Lookout?" I think it is. So, that was the pasta. I really thought it was good. Also, tune in next time for the finale of Huffman's House of Horrors, where I do my second audio story, where Batman during Batman's first year as he battles a murder case with the Calendar Man. So stay tuned for that. And as always, remember y'all, I'll see you on the next video. Stay safe and take care out there. I love y'all, and take it easy.